I just don't know what the mana in this deck would look like. If we play a deck like this, there's certainly going to be 18 lands, so that we can play at least 5 of every type. And then, do we really have the... We don't have any card draw engines or any... This is a tricky pool to build. Maybe there's something better here that I'm just not seeing, but... we could just try to get lucky with the Death Mark. Then we play blue-black and we have 2 terrible removal spells. Let's see. Spirit Mantle, again, very good against aggro, very bad against control with its unsummons and things like that. We're going to have 11 creatures. Sort by color here. Ugh, just ugh. Alright, let's get these double black cards out of here, because it doesn't look like their ship is coming in. There are not enough cards to support white-red, even though they have the best cards. Like all of our commons and stuff are just crappy green and blue cards that don't do anything for us. So what do we do about that? Is there any chance we could bring in blue? Like, blue has some fixing cards that would make our mana a little better. If we wanted to go tricolor, we could probably go with the blue. But I mean, we're getting a bunch of 5. We don't need expensive stuff. We need cheap stuff that puts people on a clock. You know, if they're a control deck, we need a way to win games. Maybe this deck is better than I think it is, but it would have to be a lot better than I think it is, because I think it's pretty bad. I mean, if we go black, even if we don't go deeply into black, we're gonna lose a couple of games just to our own mana. And we're gonna win a couple games just because Flame Blast Dragon and Sun Titan are disgusting. I kind of don't want to go deep in the splash because I really don't want to have any of my 3/6 drops in my hand and not be able to like. I think the only way this deck can really win is by deploying a 6-drop and rebuying it with Gravedigger if necessary, you know, or whatever, or protecting it with this. So, given that is the case, I don't think we want to do anything to compromise our ability to cast those cards. I mean, this is bad. It's just an awful card. I don't even think it's playable. Maybe Manic Vandal is not the worst. It's a Grey Ogre and it can hit an artifact. We don't have any. Sure. We can splash Death Mark and try to get lucky. We can splash... We can just play Active Treason, because sometimes it's good, even when you're not necessarily... What on earth am I gonna do? Alright, well, I've got less than 2 minutes to figure this out, so just gonna have to go with it. I think we play the Sorin's Thirst and the Diabolic Tutor and just accept that we're gonna have to be a little greedy on the mana. How many Griffins do I have? Just the one? Yeah, it sounds about right. This guy is still terrible. Yeah, in 3 color seems good. I actually don't think we have much of a choice but to get greedy and play the additional colored cards, and then probably not Monomania, probably not Distress. Greatsword's colorless. Alright, we gotta make a decision here. I'm gonna give the Fiery Hellhound. Crap. All of this is just awful. Slaughter Cry is at least one color. Let's do this one and this one. Actually, if I'm gonna have those, I'll take this. And then I add land, suggest 7, 6, and 5. Sounds like a championship mana base. Not my best work, but I think it'll be okay. We'll probably go 2 and 2 with it if we're lucky. Hopefully these games are at least exciting compared to some of the previous ones I've recorded. So we'll see.